Hello everyone. I know it has been a long wait, but we are back with the next lesson of Heal-2-Feel. Are you ready? Let's go. Often I find lot many people utilizing wrong terminology or sometimes underplaying something which is very serious. Hence, I'm going to explain you one very simple concept of trauma, its triggers, and what people understand out of it, and where we go wrong. Stay with me. Let's understand trauma first. What is trauma? It's a deeply disturbing or distressing experience that a person goes through without any control over it or the ability to cope with it individually. It can be emotionally impactful or physically or both. It is something that can happen in a single event or many events. It can be for prolonged time duration or in a short bout but multiple times. But all of them together are so adversely effective for you that you find it difficult to cope out of it on your own. Traumas can be complex with multiple prolonged events, or acute trauma which happened in a single bout, sometimes prolonged, or it can be developmental trauma which happened in the childhood. Your therapist will help you find out, understand better, and deal with it better. Let's understand triggers. They are stimuli such as sound, sight, smell, or a sensation that will evoke the same traumatic experience or an emotional response, which is usually out of your control. They remind you of the same event that happened in the past. Triggers can bring about fear, anger, anxiety, any kind of emotional response, again out of your control, because that brought in the past memory that you were unable to deal with on your own. Now, there is another terminology that is less understood but more felt. It's called as rubbing someone off. What does it mean by rubbing someone off? You can have interpersonal conflicts. You can have change of situations. You can have situational issues. You can have problems that you have on a one on one basis that rub you off, irritates you, annoys you, doesn't sit with you very well. Might be happening one time or many times, but that is not a trigger. Someone can be doing it deliberately or unintentionally. They might not even know. But that's not a trigger. Understand the difference. Now, very first thing that I need to tell you all, traumas, triggers, they don't see gender. They don't see ethnicity. They don't see what race, what caste you belong to. They can happen with anybody, less or more intensified. You should never judge, because firstly, you are not there, and secondly, you are not even qualified. So spare the horror and just let it be. It's not your role. However, if you are witnessing someone getting into a traumatic experience again and again because of a trigger, or they are going through a traumatic experience in their life, it's a good chance that you can help them, nudge them, assist them, suggest them to have a professional consult. I tell you why. It's not only the nervous system or our emotional response that gets accentuated and we find it difficult to concentrate, we get anxiety, fear, anger, etc. as a response, but also our immune system goes down. We have troubles fighting infection if we have had a traumatic experience. Our digestive system goes bonkers because of IBS, called as irritable bowel syndrome, or acid reflux, or just the acids, the juices releasing without any food being present inside, thus harming the inner lining of our digestive tract. Our endocrine system getting bombarded with cortisol and adrenaline, trying to think that there is something to fight for. There is a flight or fight response that needs to be activated. But actually, that's probably not required, or probably can be handled under supervision of someone who doesn't have that activated to such a heightened response. It also affects our musculoskeletal system with all these aches and pains and headaches and muscular tension that one gets without even coming in our blood tests or finding out why we have them. Maybe this is the reason. Maybe there is a trigger of a date that you have in the calendar, that today is August 31st, and that is my trigger. Maybe the smell of coconut that brings back some memory. Could be anything. You don't judge. If it is happening to you also, don't judge. Just realize, observe, and then find a professional help, because it's not in our control. And I cannot stress more about it. Don't fatigue yourself in treating yourself on your own. There is no shame in asking for help. And when you ask for help, please go to a professional who understands how to deal with such cases. Don't go to anybody. Don't go to someone who proclaims that he or she is the guru and knows it all. No. Sometimes people have experience, but that experience is only of handful number of people. Why professional help is required? Because they have studied. They have gone through all permutations and combinations. They know variety of things that can help you, and they will be there for you.